What's up, guys? It's your girl, Zaida Lisa. Welcome to Mama's Cocktail Hour. Celebrities are airing each other out, and we are here for it.
Drink, fuck it up, talk it up. Drink in my cup, pour it up. You heard it first. Let's quench your thirst. Ooh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so rock 'em up. Ooh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so pour it up. Pour it up.
So I think everybody has gotten to the point when it comes to the Kim Porter situation that we are tired. As a community that is coming together, trying to better understand what happened to Kim, because let's be real, nobody knows. We can speculate for days on end. We can come together, bring evidence together, make logical decisions. But at the end of the day, the only person that I believe truly knows what happened to Kim Porter is Kimora Lee Simmons. Okay. I know as a girl who has best friends, that has girls, there are certain levels of things that you share with your friends. And one of them is when you're scared for your life. Okay. I can't imagine that some of the stuff that Kim was allegedly going through with Diddy that she didn't share. Now, we know for years her and Kimora have been really close friends. We know that Kimora probably had her own understanding of how dangerous Diddy was. Let's go back to the conversation where she says that Diddy legit threatened her while she was pregnant. Okay, so Kimora understands how strong Diddy is and how much power he really has. So I can see how she's trying to kind of play the gray area here. Okay, but we are tired as a community, as people who are looking for justice when it comes to Kim Porter, who are trying to better understand the situation. Her kids are basically glorifying Diddy, sticking by him. I mean, that type of stuff I understand is like cut and dry. I think Diddy would definitely have them on a short leash so that they wouldn't come out and talk about things. So that's not really a red flag. What is a red flag is the book is out, Diddy's in jail, and we still have not heard from Kimora Lee Simmons on the validity of the book. Okay, that's the biggest red flag for me. It's like if something happened to my best friend and I knew it, I would come out and say it. Now, the only reason why I wouldn't come out and say it is if I knew my life was in danger. Okay, so let's be real. Let's be fair here, our mamas. Like, if you knew your life was in danger, you would shut your damn mouth. Okay, so we do know that there has been some suspicious things that happened to Kimora since the whole Kim Porter memoir started peeking its head. Kimora Lee Simmons' house went up in flames. Nobody knows why. She almost could have unalived herself and her children in that scenario if I think her son would have never woken up. So let's just say, for shits and giggles, that Kimora Lee Simmons is trying to protect herself and her husband and her family. I think she's no longer with the husband, but whatever, right? She's trying to protect her husband. So that's understandable. But there has been a couple of things that have been peeking its head in these internet streets that I had no choice but to bring up. Okay, we know there's a lot of shit happening with Diddy right now. They raided his jail. They found certain letters that he was basically coordinating with Kalina from Dirty Money to basically buy her to do an interview on his behalf. Like, come on, guys. Like, we already know this. Like, none of this stuff should be like out of this world. Like, we know that there is nobody in their right mind that would come out, even if they had a good experience with Diddy. Like, even if they had a good experience with Diddy, there is nobody in their right mind who is coming out and being like, yeah, he's a good guy. Nobody. Why? Nobody wants to touch him with a 10-foot pole. especially if there's anything that has to do with younger individuals. Okay? Nobody wants to come out. So I found it weird when Kalina Harper came out and did the interview where she looked hella high. She looked like she was on something. This is my opinion. Do your own research. Go watch the interview. She looks off. The only thing that she can say about Cassie, even though she said that she saw the video, was that Cassie was a young little girl and she liked to give people lap dances. I don't give a flying F if she was giving a lap dance to every dude in the studio room. We don't know if she was manipulated. We don't know if she was coerced. We don't know if she was drugged. And apparently, all of these freaky things were happening, Kalina Harper. So, putting that aside, because y'all gonna have me go down a rabbit hole and get really upset, because the one thing I do not like is when another woman is gonna come on a platform and talk about another woman's struggle. You don't know what that woman had to go through. You saying that you didn't see it, just because you didn't see it didn't mean it didn't happen. Okay, so let's put that in perspective. Going back, right? There has been a lot of things that have been peeking its head through when it comes to the Kimora situation. And as someone who has followed the Kim Porter story from inception, I understand that there are a lot of sensitive issues that come into play when it comes to the to the Kim Porter book. Okay? One is her children. How are they going to perceive this information? Whether or not they themselves know this to be true and can't say nothing, we will never know. Okay? But it's my job here on these internet streets to provide you some of the clues that I have been finding that lead to, could Kimora Lee be the source? Okay, and we're going to dive into it. And what I mean by source is, did Kimora Lee give the book to Courtney Burgess? Okay, I don't know this to be true. You guys saw that I interviewed Courtney B here on this platform. If you have not checked it out, please go do so. It's in the live section of my page. We did an interview with both Todd and Courtney B. Two dope interviews, two dope individuals. And I can tell you from my perspective and what I have heard that both of these individuals are just trying to get Kim Porter's story out. Okay? They are basically the messenger and they are getting ransacked out in these streets. Everybody wants to know the question, the $1 million question. And that $1 million question is, who the hell gave Courtney B this information? Okay? And I am sick of having to dive and fight and flip pages and go through. People just want to know. Okay? And there has been a couple of things that have been going through the internet lately that make me think that this individual, okay, again, my opinion, is Kimora Lee Simmons. And let's jump into it. Okay? There has been beef, guys, or subliminal shade between Kimora and Albie. Okay? And it all started with Quincy. So Quincy put up a post commending his mom and basically giving an ode to his mom on the day of her passing. Kim Porter passed November 15th, 2018. And he puts up this beautiful, beautiful photo of him and his mom. And in the photo, he basically says, here's a rare photo of me and my mom and dad. I miss you every day. So cute, right? So I think people started to shade the photo because Albie Shore was not in the photo. So what my son Quincy knows very clearly is that I actually took that photo of he and his mother Kimberly in the parking lot of Toys R Us. He liked the red car so much that he decided he was going to ride it right out the store. I found that photo and gave it to Kim because she called me and told me that all of our family photos miraculously burned up in a house fire. It was actually a flood. One of the many facts that the whole world has no clue about. Wait for the new film on Netflix. You'll go into a culture shock when y'all find out the truth. Justice for Kim Porter. Okay? So he's basically responding back to someone in the comments that's like, yo, Quincy, why are you shading your dad? He's not in the photo, and this is what he says. But wait, hold up, guys. It gets better. And Kimora Lee jumps into the comments and has her own thing to say about Quincy. About Al B. Shore. So she says, Al, with all due respect, you were definitely not taking that picture. That is not true. Let's keep it really real. No need to conflate lies for the public, please. And she came for him. She literally came for him. She let him know that that you didn't take that photo. You know what that's giving, guys? That's giving best friend vibes. That's giving she knows more than she alludes to. That's giving she really was close with Kim Porter. Close enough to know that a photo between Kim and her son was not taken by Al B. Shore. Kimora Lee knows more than she leads on to say that she knows. Okay? So it's starting to get real because Al B. Shore then responds. And he basically is saying now, guys, that in a post that he actually did, Kimora Lee Simmons should choose her words carefully when addressing Mr. Al B. Shore. It would be wise for her to express kindness, gratitude, or refrain from comments altogether. Please refer to the screenshots of Kimberly's DM exchanges, which now have been deleted from her account and disconnected from Albie's. No matter what tactics are taken to hide the facts, the true story of it all will finally be revealed. Whether it's related to you, my brother, manager, Andre Harrell, an old colleague in Mr. Russell Simmons, and the connection of Al B. Shore, it makes the cutting room floor. I've remained silent and classified about a great deal. It's ironic that you wait until 2024 to pop into my son's Quincy's tribute post to his amazing mother and refer to Al B. Shore as a liar regarding personal photos we shared from my collection upon Kim's request. Note, I did misrepresent the fact that she had a fire in her home when it was actually a flood, as stated in the screenshot. It might be more beneficial to you to address author Chris Todd directly, who has published edited works given to him by one or more of Kim's close friends. Post Kim's murder that presents stories about you, also including the non-existent calculated fiction about Sean and I, who I've only ever got in contact with in the past 30 years in the lobby of a Netflix building in LA to support Quincy, right before Kim's untimely death. Whoever gave Chris Todd fake information set him up by adding my name into the nonsense to further discredit me, all because I will be opening a full investigation into her death and all who have been working together to cover up the alleged crimes. Back to my day job, which is caring for my mother, who is in hospice care with stage 4 cancer, and I've committed to advocating for equity in the fractured healthcare system for Black and brown transplant patients while maintaining a healthy lifestyle after surviving death and several attempts on my life over the past 2.5 decades, including my forced silence. Check the latest follow-up servicing to Chris Todd and Amazon. He is shading everybody, okay? And in this post, I actually feel like he is alluding to, and again, this is my opinion, guys, nobody else's, because he took a long post to talk about how he's avenging Kim Porter's death and that he's going to be opening an investigation and check to see if, I think he's implying that the information that was given to Courtney B, because he's saying Chris Todd, but what he really doesn't know is that Courtney B is Chris Todd's source, right? So he's alluding to Kimora being the person who actually gave Courtney B the information. Now, again, guys, I don't know this information to be true. I just find it very, very interesting that in the last couple of weeks, we have been seeing more interviews from Chris Todd. Shout out to Chris Todd. He's dope. And Courtney B. Shout out to Courtney B. In regards to, we are getting closer to who the source is. Now, I want you guys to drop me in the comments. Let me know who you believe the source is, right? But from all the information that we've gathered, the fact that Chris Todd went on Sean Atwood, he did an amazing interview with Sean Atwood where he said that the source will be revealed soon and everything will make sense. Okay, now we have Al B. Shore coming out here and basically saying that all is going to be revealed soon. What I think is interesting is that Courtney B was on an interview with Lionel B, where Lionel B asked Courtney B if he thought that Kimora Lee was one of the people that could have given him the book. And he said yes. Okay? Not saying that she did, but would it make sense if it was her? And he said yes. Now, I don't think that it's ironic that that information is coming out and sliding out to these streets, and your girl listens to everything, overanalyzes everything. So I thought that was interesting that aired, right? And then come Chris Todd, who lets us know on these internet streets that the source will be revealed soon. And then we have Al B. Shore, Kimora Lee Simmons going at each other on IG about personal family photos. It almost seems that there is some type of a feud that is behind closed doors that we're not seeing. Okay? Like, guys, we have to read in between the lines. We have to be smart and strategic, and we need to put ourselves in these people's shoes, right? I always like to say, like, with a story, you have to, like, put yourself in other people's shoes to kind of get to the truth, right? Why would someone lie? Why would someone not say that they're with this? If this is your best friend, why not come out and be like, yeah, she gave me that information? Well, it would make sense that she would not come out with that if she was fearful of her life. And as we know, there has been plenty of claims of Diddy allegedly intimidating witnesses from jail cells. Like, he still has people out in these streets doing his dirty work. So I do feel like even though he's still in jail, there's still an aspect of fear, especially with damning information like that could potentially, like, hinder his case completely. Like, if there was any evidence, guys, that came out that can prove that Diddy allegedly took Kim Porter's life, it's a wrap. So I can see where he is fighting tooth and nail to make sure that this information does not get exposed. We know that Chris Todd came out and said that Diddy hit him with a cease and desist regarding the book. Okay? I'll be sure hit, I believe, Chris Todd with a cease and desist regarding the book. And the book has since been taken down from Amazon. Okay? But there has been a lot of copies that are still floating around. I have one. Myself, I was able to read the book from cover to cover. If you guys are interested in that, check my live. I do a full reading of the Kim Porter book, Kim's Lost Words, and it is amazing. Okay? And I will tell you, as someone who read the book and who's, like, on these internet street, there are so many things that were said in the book that are now coming to light. Okay? In the book, there was talks of flash drives. In the book, there were talks of makeshift hospital rooms. And if you guys don't know, Tisa Tells just came out with an interesting interview where she was able to find a MLS listing of Diddy's home back in 2014 that states that the home that Diddy was living in had a operating room and a dentist chair, like a dentist office, all in the basement. Now, when I read Kim Porter's book, there is a chapter of the book where Kim Porter gets into a fight with Diddy in the book, and over like her meeting somebody for lunch that was, interested in her she was an actress, she was interested in a role, she was meeting a producer, and for whatever reason, Diddy found out about it. He took a chair, hit her upside her head, and she woke up in what was a makeshift hospital bed. Okay, guys? Like hospital room. So things are starting to coincide. We have to think the people that are discrediting this book are the people who look bad in the book. Okay? I don't find it weird that I'll Be Sure will be out here on the streets saying the book is not real. The book is not real. Like, you are in a compromising position in the book. Okay? In the book, it alleges that I'll Be Sure and Diddy had some type of sexual relationship. In the book, it says that I'll Be Sure and Diddy had some type of sexual relationship. So it is getting very hot and heavy. I am here to report all the good, the bad, the ugly, what's not said, what is said. It's your girl, Zaida Lisa. Thank you guys for watching. Please, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you could be alerted when there's a next video. Love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video.
Drink, fuck it up, talk it up. Drink in my cup, pour it up. You heard it first. Let's quench your thirst. Ooh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so rock 'em up. Ooh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so pour it up.